Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board, Superintendent Hendrick, and staff, as well as our community members. My name is Brandt Robinson. I proudly teach at Dunedin High School. I teach social studies and history, and I'm currently in my 25th of my 26-year career at Dunedin High School. I say this always. I am so grateful for the opportunity to be here tonight, and I so appreciate your commitment, all of you, to our schools here in Pinellas County, and of course to public education. A couple of weeks ago, I started a new sociology class. It's a one-semester elective. And just like every teacher I've ever known, we spend the first several weeks just doing everything we can to create a positive, safe, welcoming learning environment. And some of the things I've told my sociology class is that I will never, ever disrespect or embarrass them in my classroom. I will never tell my students that they're wrong. If I ever call on them, and I do often, they always have the option of sharing or passing. I always tell them, you're going to learn our stuff, and I apologize for calling it stuff. And I tell them on the first day proudly, it doesn't matter to me whether you're a Democrat or Republican or independent. It's not my job to tell you what to think. It's my job to help you be a better thinker. And as I'm doing these things, what all teachers do, I never use the words equity, inclusion, or diversity. None of us have to, because we model that commitment every day. It's part of the foundation of our democracy. These are fundamental principles and values. And I'm confident that even those here tonight who might make accusations that we indoctrinate our students or that we groom them or that we use the false issue of critical race theory, I'm confident that all of them as well had wonderful teachers who modeled diversity, equity, and inclusion as well. We've all been through a lot the last few years. I've never been more proud to be a public school teacher. And I've never been more proud of how I do that each and every day. We all agree that the pandemic has revealed a great deal about our country. Sadly, one of the things that it also revealed is that there are many in our public across the country who really just don't understand what we do in that 6, or Ms. Hine, that 7-hour day. They don't understand what goes into crafting a lesson that's bell to bell, total engagement. I don't have a desk in my room and never sit down. You've heard a lot about a mantra called parental rights, and I respect that, as you said, Ms. Hine. But ironically, our public schools have always been open. They've always been open, and they always will be. I want to close tonight just by reminding anyone who's here, I know I speak for most teachers when I say that my classroom is always open. It's always open to you. You're welcome to come anytime. You can sit in on a lesson. You can sit in on an entire day if you'd like. But I think it goes a long way in that collegiality. And if we can do that here in this county, if we can break down barriers, then we can set a precedent for not only districts across the state, but people across the country. So thank you all so much for the opportunity.